All right, artists, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our owl drawings from last week as well as our black crayon again. We're going to come back into our owl and we're going to add some more texture. We're going to create texture for the feathers of our owl by using some scallop lines as well as some dash lines. You can see here that I'm going to go around the body of my owl with some dash lines, and then I can come onto my wings by adding a scallop line and adding a dash line as well. And up to my head, remember where we created that V shape? Again, some dash lines. And even to the tops of, not my ears, remember those are feathers that act as sensors for ears. And voila, I now have texture for my owl. Now, if you want to go ahead and take this time to add any extra small little details, for instance, maybe some lines on your moon to make craters, or perhaps you want to come into a little hole in your tree and add a baby owl. Whatever you'd like to add, go ahead, take your crayon and draw it in now, because next we're moving on to adding color. So what we're going to be working on today is practicing a technique of watercolor called wet on wet. Remember now, when we use watercolors, we typically take our water and we activate our paint by dipping some water until it's wet. Now, if you're using marker and foil, what you can do is run your marker on top of your foil and then grab some water from your brush, and that's how you activate it. Okay, well, to begin, instead of getting our paint wet, we're actually going to get our paper wet. So we're going to get all of our paper wet around our owl. It's okay if some parts get wet instead, like maybe your tree or your owl. Next, what we're going to do, and you'll see I'm working with liquid watercolors here, but you can use regular watercolors or your markers. We're going to go ahead and fill in all of that white space around with our paint. Do you see how it's moving and it's blending together? We're not necessarily spreading the paint. The water already on our paper is what's spreading it. So we're working with our blue, our dark blue, and our purple to create a nighttime scene. Now, again, don't worry if a little bit gets onto your tree or your owl or even your lightning bugs. We'll be going on top of those with some more paint next time. This week, you're just focused on letting your three colors blend with your wet on wet paper. Ready for another quick little fun technique you can do? Grab some salt while your paper's still wet, or if you need to get it more wet, just grab more of your water from your paintbrush and then sprinkle some salt right on top. And voila, you're gonna let this dry until next time when it'll look something like this, and we'll start to add colors to our owl. See you next time, artists.